Callous, inhumane and reckless. That's how the opposition PNP has described reports that the government is unprepared to deal with over 1,000 ship workers scheduled to arrive in Jamaica. Adventurers of the Sea, operated by Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, is scheduled to arrive in Falmouth, Trelawney on Monday. But why is the government unprepared considering they were given notice? Details in this report. Jamaican ship workers have been trapped at sea for months, isolated in their rooms, watching as other nationals disembark ships that dock in home countries. The Jamaican government insists it's working on a protocol for them to return, and now 1,044 ship workers are on their way to Falmouth. The issue was put to Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton on Radio Jamaica's Beyond the Headlines program on Thursday.
We hear that over 1,000 cruise ship workers will be returning on Sunday. If you've been having so much trouble so far, how are you going to be handling that?
Well, I don't know of that. I know no conversations or decisions around that. So whoever has made that announcement would need to fill me in on it. But I don't know that that is the case at all.
2 days after, Saturday night, Dr. Tufton told the Sunday Gleaner that he became aware of the issue that very same night, adding that the health system is totally unprepared to accept the over 1,000 ship workers. But why? In Parliament on April 28, opposition MP Julian Robinson told the Prime Minister that he received information that a cruise line from Royal Caribbean would be coming to the Caribbean between May 9 and May 31.
A case where the ship is taking the responsibility of bringing the persons back, what would be the protocols for those Jamaicans whenever the ship arrives here in terms of being accepted, quarantined, etc.?
There are several cruise ship companies that have reached out to us who have our nationals as employees on board. And I know that there are arrangements being made.
Opposition spokesman on national security Fitz Jackson also raised the matter in Parliament on May 12. So now the opposition is livid, asking the government to come clean.
It cannot be that for 2 months persons have been on a ship to be repatriated home, and the government says they know nothing about it. Why would the ship be sailing here? On whose authority?
They're also pressuring the Andrew Holness-led administration to accept the Jamaican ship workers.
How do you sleep? How can you sleep with all these Jamaicans suffering at sea? Up to now, the government of Jamaica, the government of Prime Minister Andrew Holness, cannot make arrangements and inform the cruise line that these arrangements are in place to receive and welcome our brothers and sisters. This treatment by the government of Jamaica, as the chairman said, is callous, it is inhumane, and it is reckless.
Solutions?
We are proposing that right now the government gets a manifest, an advanced manifest of all the persons who are on board, their addresses, and then have the respective parish health authorities investigate their abode from now so that they can have an idea as to which house or which home or which facility is suitable for them. Those that are found unacceptable, they may have them put in state isolation or state quarantine.
Another quarantine option?
You may even appeal to the sensitivities and the goodwill of the shipping and the cruise shipping operators to ensure that if they, as we have been told, they are planning to stay here in Jamaica for 7 days, to impress upon them the need to stay for another 14 days for isolation under the jurisdiction and control of our own local health authorities, if you feel that you cannot rely on what is given to you by the cruise ship operators.
Opposition spokesman on health, Dr. Maurice Guy, is also insisting that the government has the capacity to test all the ship workers.
We have mobile units. We can move all those mobile units into Falmouth when the ship docks and have those tested, those sampled and tested within 24 hours. We have the capacity to test them. Our capacity right now in the country is over 2,000 tests per day, operating on 2 shifts or 3 shifts, depending on the facility. If the government has the will, then we can find a way.